Hello once again, everyone. Original Blood Ice back again. Now it is time for my thoughts and review for Sony's E3 for 2014, and got a lot to go over. They went a little longer than I think they planned. I think they had booked an hour and a half, and they were almost 2 hours. Uh, so we got a lot to go over. Let's just get right into it, shall we? They start off with Destiny. Big shocker there. Then they revealed the Destiny beta for the PS4 will be July 17th. After that, we progress to apparently Thursday to Sunday only. There's a thing called Destiny Alpha for PS4 gamers. They can play like a demo or something of Destiny. I really don't know what it is, to be brutally honest. I think it's just like a small chunk of it or something. Then they revealed there will be a white PS4 that comes with Destiny on the day Destiny comes out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get that. I mean, it might save me a bit of money than buying a PS4 and Destiny separate. So who knows? Although if I did do that, that would mean I wouldn't get a PS4 until the day Destiny comes out. But, who knows? And it also, I think, comes with extra Destiny, not DLC, but, gadgets and doodads and all that lovely stuff. Then we finally moved on to the next thing, which was the Order 1886. It was partial gameplay. It seems like there's a lot of interactive cutscenes in what they showed. It was whatever. I mean, a lot of people making a big deal about it. For me, it's not my kind of thing. Then they moved on to a thing called, I think it's an indie game called Entwined. I'm not really sure how you describe it. It's about two beings being in love that can't be together, and like each stick controls a creature, and it's like a puzzle solving type game, and it combines to make a dragon at the end. It's weird, but people were bitching out in the comments on the live stream saying, "Oh, this is terrible, move along." Oh, I'm just like, stop bitching. It's fucking, all you people want is your realistic games with guns. So it was a nice colorful game that was kind of a nice change of pace. It's out now apparently on the PS4 for $10, $9.99. PS3 and the Vita are getting it later in the year. There was some mic issues with the guy on stage. Then they showed off Infamous Second Son DLC coming in August called First Light, where you play as the girl, I forget her name, the neon girl. And then then they moved on to one of the things I predicted, Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet 3 to be more specific, so I called it. I fucking called it. Once again, they had some mic issues on stage, so that was a little bit of an issue. Again, I'm not a big fan of Little Big Planet, but I see the attraction. But I was correct in guessing it, so hooray for me, cookie for me. People bitching in the comments again about wanting realistic games with guns, blah 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 blah. Now this next game, I don't know anything about it because it was only a CGI trailer, but it's called Bloodborne, and I'm 99.9% sure it's PS4 exclusive. And I gotta say, it actually caught my attention. If I get a PS4, which I most likely will, I could see this being another game I'd get. I don't know anything about it. Like, the trailer just caught my attention, and look it up on YouTube for Bloodborne PS4 trailer. It looks really, there's something about it that just kind of looks neat. So yeah. Then Far Cry 4. I mean, meh, we already saw this, so coming November, and it was gameplay they actually showed this time with some elephants and whatnot. The interesting thing they did mention though was if you have Far Cry 4, you can invite friends on your PS4 to play your game who don't have Far Cry 4, so they don't even need to own the game to play it. So that's kind of neat. I mean, that's kind of like what the DS did with some of them games like New Super Mario Bros. U and all that with like DS download play. That kind of seems like that's what that is, but on a home console. Dead Island 2. I never cared for the first Dead Island game, but the trailer was fucking hilarious. It was like a guy who had a zombie bite, was jogging down the street while people were being eaten and bitten by zombies, and then he was slowly turning into a zombie, and he eventually turned into a zombie who was jogging, listening to music, and then he was dead, and then some guys in a van showed up and stole his shoes off of his feet, so it's like, oh, zombie shoes. It's like, what the fuck? But it was hilarious, but not a game I have any interest in. Then they said there would be a beta or a demo or something like that at some point. I forget the exact details for Dead Island 2, but whatever, keep an eye out for that if you're interested. Then they talked about The Last of Us a bit and how with Diablo 3 on the PS4, there's going to be a dungeon that has The Last of Us enemies in it, like, what are they called? Clickers or whatever? I was like, okay. So I guess a little partnership there or whatever. Um, Battlefield Hardline they showed off, don't care, not even going to talk about it. It was, it's fucking Battlefield. Um, where am I? I lost my spot here. I always write down all these notes. Um, boop boop boo doo 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 doo. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Oh yes, Disney partnership with Sony, and has mini statues like the NFC things on Smash or on Nintendo, and the Skylander action figures. So that's kind of interesting. Except it was like superheroes like the Hulk and Captain America and whatnot. I don't care, but interesting nonetheless. Um, they talked about extra Destiny stuff for the PS4 version, whatever. Then they showed off Magicka 2, which the trailer was so weird. It was like a guy in a, I thought it was like a Grim Reaper in a cloak or whatever, in his house, and he blows up his cat accidentally, and I was so confused and intrigued, and then it turned out to be this kind of, not look, or in my opinion, not that great looking game. Um, then after that, they announced they're remastering a game called Grim Fandango. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about the original, so it could be something good. I don't fucking know. Um, Bunch of PS4 exclusive indie games they showed off. Meh, whatever. That's good for them. A game called the Talos Principle, which I think was an indie game, but I'm not sure what it was. It looked interesting. It kind of seems like Project Spark on the Xbox, where you can kind of create your own thing, but it didn't really go into great detail about it, so I don't know. Uh, then a game called Let It Die. Way too over the top for me. Just brutally honest, way too over the top. It's like kind of gory and bloody and violent and vicious, and it's way past the point of being entertainment for me. To me, it's just no thanks. That's crossing the line. A game called Abzu. Odd, very odd. That's all I'd really need to say. There's not much else. uh, a game called No Man's Sky, which I'd never heard of, but a lot of people in the comments are saying, "Oh, this is No Man's Sky." Surprisingly, it's an indie developer group with a guy and his friends making a game, which is kind of I can relate to that. But for an indie game, it's really impressive. Although if I get a PS4, I'm not going to get it because it's just I don't know. It's like a kind of a space game where you go from planet to planet, where apparently every player who plays on a different planet, so every person gets their own experience. It's a neat idea and everything, but for space, I mean, I'll have Destiny for that, and I'll have Metroid when that comes out. And if a Star Fox game comes out, that's enough space stuff for me. um, PlayStation camera they talked about, nobody cares. People in the comments were like, no one fucking cares about this. Oh yeah, and with No Man's Sky, I actually for a long time there I was like, is this fucking Star Fox? Because I saw some similarities. I wasn't really being serious, but I was just like, this has a lot of similarities to Star Fox. Like, I mean, besides not looking kind of Star Foxy and cartoony, but just the ships in space and everything. I was like, that kind of looks like those long ships in Andross's army or whatever. But anyway, then they moved on to Project Morpheus, which I don't fucking care. I don't see the hype behind it. I don't really care for the whole idea of that virtual reality, or not virtual, whatever you call it. Like, how do you describe what it's trying to achieve? That extra layer of immersion or something? I don't see the point of it. Just not for me. Then they talked about PlayStation Network, random numbers and figures and statistics and all that crap. It was boring as shit. Nobody was paying attention. No one cared. They announced YouTube will be coming to the PS4 later this year. Meh. If I want to use YouTube, I'll use my PC or my Wii U. What else do we got here? Free DLC and crap for the Playroom, PlayStation Playroom. I don't care. I probably won't use that. Free-to-play reel, showing all the free-to-play games. I thought it was kind of funny because they even emphasized, like, these are free-to-play for free. And then at the bottom it said in like a little bit, it was just like, some features may require a fee. I'm like, well, then that's not free now, is it? What then? Minecraft for the Vita. Yes! E3 is saved. Not. Just joking. Just joking. Minecraft is like, It's on everything but what it should be, which it should just be PC and Wii U basically. Uh, really should be on the Wii U, but anyway, Vita Minecraft, hooray! I guess it's just another reason. It's like, oh well, if you have a Vita, I guess it's something you can get, but it's not a system seller. Um, then they talked about PlayStation TV. What the fuck is the point of it? Basically, $99 for like a box that lets you play your PlayStation games on a different TV. So it kind of sounds like, I don't know, if someone wants to use your TV, you can play it to another TV, kind of like the Wii U gamepad, except I don't know. It seems like you could just move your PlayStation 4 to a different TV in your house or something. Like I don't, they didn't explain it that great. I don't understand what the fucking point of it is, and I think it's kind of fucking useless. But whatever. Um, and then starting at this point is where we started to think E3 was done for Sony. Like we were just like everyone's like, oh wow, where's all the rest of the stuff? Like how are they ending it already? Except from this point on, it kept kind of dragging on. It was like another thing, another thing, another thing, another thing. But anyway, Mortal Kombat X was shown off, the first gameplay and whatnot. I mean, yeah, it looks pretty good, but it's still Mortal Kombat. It's doesn't really revolutionize anything. It's better graphically, but still fucking Mortal Kombat. Uh, then they showed off a thing called Powers. I don't know exactly what it is. It's kind of like a Sony-made comic TV show, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Like an episodic thing on the PS4. Coming December, I believe. I don't really know what the heck to even describe it or how to go about it, so I'm just going to skip that. Um, then there's a Ratchet and Clank movie. No thanks. Then a game of it is coming first half of 2015. Great, I guess. Then we came back to The Last of Us, and they warned on the screen, they're like, spoilers, may contain spoilers. I'm like, the game came out, what, last year was it, or 2012? I think it was 2013, actually. I think it was last year. And, and they're warning for spoilers now for a remake, really? But, I mean, it's The Last of Us Uber Edition, or whatever the fuck, bastard, whatever. Then they moved on to Metal Gear Solid 5, or Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain, whatever, trailer. Never been a fan of even the character Snake or the Metal Gear Solid franchise, but I will admit the music was pretty damn awesome in the trailer. GTA 5 was coming up next, coming to the PS4 in the fall. Okay. And yes, apparently it's coming to Xbox One as well, but at the same time it's... I didn't care for GTA 5. I don't care for GTA 5, never really have, never will. So whatever. Then finally, the best thing, for me anyway, of the entire first day of E3, including Microsoft and Sony, was Batman Arkham Knight, a trailer showing off the Batmobile, which I wasn't actually a big fan of, using it as against tanks and everything. I was like, eh. But then they showed off Scarecrow. Oh, he looks badass. His new look looks badass. He's got like syringes with something on around his neck, like on a, like almost like those ammunition things that you hold ammunition on or whatever. And his face, it doesn't even look like he's wearing a mask. It's like his face was mutated or melted into the shape of a mask or something. Like I can't even describe it. Like he looks pretty badass. What else though? Then they moved on to the final thing, which was Uncharted 4. A lot of people were saying, oh, I guess no Uncharted, but they kept it right till the very end. It's called Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. So, coming 2015, I don't care. I don't care for Unchanged. It's a male version of Tomb Raider, so whatever. And that's all they showed. I mean, that's a lot of stuff, but a lot of it was kind of for me. No God of War was shown, no Last Guardian. They confirmed it's still in development, The Last Guardian, but I didn't think it would be there. No Kingdom Hearts 3 or no Final Fantasy 15, which was kind of a surprise, but meh. What else? Yeah, I think that's gonna do it, but that just leaves Nintendo up tomorrow. I might do a Ubisoft video real quick too. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see, because I did watch theirs. It was not very good, but anyway. Yeah. I'll wrap it up here, but I gotta give it my score. I gotta say, Sony, for me, did do better than Microsoft. Not by a lot. I'm not saying they did a great job, because there was a whole lot of pointless babbling about nothing. And there was a lot of stuff. People are saying, oh, Microsoft showed off more exclusives. Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, they don't really interest me. So, but to be brutally honest, I'm going to give, like I said, Microsoft a 5 out of 10, and I'm going to give Sony a 7 out of 10. I was going to give them like a 6 out of 10, but Batman Arkham Knight, oh, that was great. So with Batman Arkham Knight, Destiny, and that Bloodborne game, I mean, it was enough for me to give them a 7 anyway. So now it's all up to Nintendo. I'm still really excited for fucking Zelda. Can't wait. But that's going to do it, I guess. I'm Original Blood Ace. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon, as always.
I'm the cult of personality, the cult of personality, the cult of personality.